Professor Paul Raj has recently launched a report on 5G. What's your comment on the report which Professor Paul launched?
See, if we see the total scenario of the Indian telecom, 2G bus was a bit of predominantly of European in nature and all those things. So the 2.5G was also European. 3G and 4G was more related by the Chinese, more dominated by the Chinese. 5G has to be Indian because the government of India has taken a very forward-looking move of Make in India program. So under that one, all the IPRs, all the manufacturing capabilities, India has to develop these things within the country. So as a part of that one, this initiative has been taken up by Dr. Paul Raj and the team, and in fact a very forward-looking initiative. And this will give a roadmap which way the India should move forward in order to attain the objective of Digital India programs and Make in India programs. So if we go to through the report of Dr. Paul Raj, he has made it in the report is having three components he is having. One is related to about the planning of the project, which already the report has been submitted. Second is the manufacturing capabilities, and third is the delivery capabilities are there. So the remaining two parts of the report is yet to be delivered. So follow-up action will be required. As for the first one already is there. Second and third, the follow-up action will be required in near future. But yes, in order to grow the ecosystem, Dr. Paul Raj, who is already an emeritus scientist, who is developed MIMO, and is one of the finest Indians we are proud to have with us. They've done, along with the academia, along with the industry, the roadmap which has been developed is a very forward-looking step, and hope so that it will not only improve the services within the country, but will help the other countries also in evolving their 5G networks, and all those things are there. So my best wishes to our team which worked on this one, and hope so that it will improve our services, it will improve our manufacturing capabilities, it will improve our the IPRs, proprietary IPRs, it will improve upon, and in a totality it has to be, as I told you earlier, this has to be the 5G has to be Indian only. As you know that in 5G the two parts are there. One part is the software-defined radio, and other is the core. Core is basically on the cloud, and any enhancement is required. You require software, so only through the enhancement it can be done. Radios are basically generic type of, just like routers and all those things. They are just like that one. They are going to become. So whosoever develops the software, more and more softwares are developed in the core. They are put there. They are standardized that way. So a lot of applications which are there, they can also be done. Mind it that India is the world leaders as far as the IT is concerned. So that type of capabilities can be leveraged with the telecom capabilities in 5G, and true, we can become the global leaders in 5G. I don't have any doubt about it.
The report talks about India achieving $1 trillion economy by deploying 5G by 2035.
35, yeah.
So what's your reaction, and how do we see moving in that direction, or what are the steps that we need to take from the DoT side so that we can achieve those numbers as we move forward?
See, already DoT has taken the first step. Unless you have a document, a roadmap, you can't go ahead. Already, if you go through the report, there are already few steps we have already taken, just like the spectrum. We have talked about spectrum, which is very important for us, because without that, chipset cannot be designed and manufactured within the country. We have talking about the quality of service, we have talked about the latency of the cloud, we have talking about the end-to-end delivery of the service, we have talked about the applications also, because everything is merged into one umbrella. Telecom and IT and ICE has been merged into one umbrella, one kitty. It has to be done that way. So that kitty already is done. So different parts are there, and a lot of working groups have been formed. And on the basis of the working group, they will do the progress. And what I feel like that it's, by 2020, we have to formalize the standards only. Then the implementation part comes. So let's first focus on formalizing the standards, which should be more towards our Indian side, our in-house we are doing, whether they are the startup companies or whether they are the PSUs or private sector, whosoever is there, let them participate. Whether academy is also there, let them develop the standards. And after then, subsequently, we can develop the manufacturing capabilities within the country.
What should be the role of CDOT in this overall scheme of 5G that you foresee?
CDOT, in fact, is a technology developer. So technically speaking, they are one of the, they should play a very leading role in deployment of 5G networks. The interesting part of the CDOT is that probably in the country, no company is having a capability who is very good in telecom, excellent in telecom, and similarly excellent in IT also. So if you are managing two excellent things, then excellent products should come out. In fact, CDOT has taken a lot of forward-looking steps also. Just like one portal, they got it inaugurated. Within this report was developed when it's recently only, it was about 5-10 days. Within that time, they have developed a portal also.
Yes, sir.
So the way they are going in the right path. And the team is very much well informed. They know what is their role, and with this type of deliberations, what we were having today, the brainstorming sessions which we had today, in which one gentleman was there from, one lady and one gentleman was there. I don't remember their name for it. So they were there. So they were talking about something new. That okay, 5G is nothing. It is an ecosystem, IT ecosystem. It is a telecom ecosystem. So that type of thing is there. So already we are having telecom products. We are having, and by doing some minor modifications and then customizing, just like Wi-Fi is there. Wi-Fi immediately they can connect to 5G system because already they have developed 5G. Similarly, 3G they are having, 4G they have already, and some they were showing me one box also in which it's supposed 2G, 3G, 4G, and LoRa also.
Okay.
So that means they are going in that direction. So it's a matter of time, maybe within a span of 6 to 8 months' time, once they are focused about this. Because 5G means very high bit rate, data transmission rate. 5G means very low latency. 5G means quality of service, and 5G means that all the technologies in a single box. So that is the 5G.
And what are the different use cases which would be more relevant for India? Because that is one thing which we are all deliberating on.
See, as given in the report also, first agriculture is very important because India is still the economy is agrarian type of economy. So this roadmap of 5G, if you see the roadmap, first is agriculture. Agriculture, there are a number of applications, especially IoT-based applications are there. That will give a kickstart to our agriculture, and we can use Israeli techniques. If water scarcity is there, we can use Israeli techniques. If water more is there, we can use other type of technology techniques which are in China and maybe in Japan and other countries we can make use of in agriculture. Similarly in medicine also, because India is a very big country and medical help is very important for that one. So if we can if we can use these technologies, this 5G technology, that maybe IoT based technology, that if we can provide some help to some person. You have gone through that one movie was there that on Salman Khan movie was there, Three Idiots.
Yes, sir.
So जुगाड़ वाला काम करता था, तो that delivery type of thing, so that is practically possible that way, if that technology can be used for that one. So it's a very good example which I can quote a movie also that way. Then education is another one. Mm-hmm. Then of course pollution, disaster management is another one. Then our health, of course, I have discussed, same thing is there. So these are 4 or 5 aspects. See, main point is that we should make our villages more and more livable. Mm-hmm. In order to make more and more livable, we have to give these type of empowerment should be given. They should not feel that that if somebody lives in Delhi is more empowered and somebody living in village is less empowered. So if they feel same level of connectivity is there within the country, within the, I will not have, we also rural and urban. That divide is all broken somehow using the technology. Person will go and live there in a house, or in their village, why they should come to the cities. So that will create a different type of ecosystem it's going to create within the society as such. I am an optimistic person. I am saying that we are moving in the right direction. It is a matter of time that by 2035, as Dr. Paula has told in the report also, we will be much better than that. But right now, we are having a market. That's the biggest thing, and the market is growing. It's not a stagnant market. And the best part of that market is that our demand will still be keeping growing for next by 2035. Reason is that most of our, if you see the population segmentation, that about 65% of the population is less than 35 years of age. So young persons have more aspirations. They can do more experimentation. They want something more extreme type of working they want. So that way we are having very good market, and that will pick up. As soon as new application, anything will come, and apps and all those things are going to come out. This type of ecosystem is going. The basic thing with the 5G ecosystem is that it is a assured quality of service you will be getting.
Okay.
That's the major thing. High speed, assured quality of service. And the third thing is low latency. Latency is a part of, in fact, quality of service only, because quality of service, there are 4 parameters are there. Packet loss should not be there. Second one is the bandwidth should be available. Third is the latency. Latency means delays. I'm talking about the IP. And fourth is the jitter. So these 4 problems are addressed. And in fact, today in the meeting with DoT also, they were talking about the 99.59s, they were talking about the availability. So that way, if you are having a very good system available and you are using of that good system. And the interesting part is now we are bringing each and every knowledge whatsoever the human civilization has acquired, we are bringing in one bucket, which we call 5G bucket. Whether you call it artificial intelligence, you call deep learning, whether you call big data analytics, whether you call, today there was one interesting word one gentleman has coined about this artificial learning, all those things he was talking about. Synchronized reality. Synchronized reality he was talking about. This. Virtual reality plus
Augmented reality.
Augmented reality, synchronized reality. So they were talking about.
This is the new phenomenon.
It's a new phenomenon, the way things are going on. We are having a lot of real-time applications. One, everybody knows drone is a real-time application. Everybody knows that through virtual reality or augmented reality or synchronized reality, we can do a lot of fantastic, as today they have demonstrated. So we are going to have something altogether a different footing of things which are going to come. Right now we can only dream about it. But once it comes into reality, then only we can understand the impact on the society. There's the internet was there. It has come somewhere in 1998 in the country. Before that, I am of an old era. At that time, I was in 1980s. That when the phones were not there, number please phones were there. Subsequently, 1998, the internet started. Today, we know apps are there. All those things are there. Now, if you are going much beyond that one, using artificial intelligence and all those techniques, you are going. So altogether a different world which you are going to live. So the society is going to have a sweeping change will be there in the behavioral pattern of the society. But mind it, we should be optimistic and we should push the technology. Because of the technology, we should not say that something will go wrong. Let's push the technology.